gentlemen, welcome back to the ice, your Eastern Dudes! And a warm welcome to you joining us virtually from wherever you may be. My name is Mark Rooney with Sean McCormick on video. High Button Sports, we're all set to go. A rematch of last night's very exciting 6-5 Eastern Dukes victory. We expect more of the same. We'll have starting lineups. We'll be set to go in a moment. Starting lineup for your Eastern Dukes. On defense, number 5, Kipton Elward. On defense, number 15, William Henry. At forward, number 6, Colin McCormick. At forward, number 12, Connor Arsenault. And at forward, number 14, Campbell Dunn. And in goal, number 31, Mason McCausland. The Dukes are coached by Will Proud, Riley McDougall, and Keegan Mitchell. At this time, if you are able, we'd ask you to please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Oh, Canada. Boy, they sound beautiful. What a sound. So we're all set for puck drop here in southeast Prince Edward Island. A warm welcome, particularly to those fans of the Voyageurs who are following along from home. A welcome into you. Your boys made quite an effort last night after being down 5-0 in the first 39 minutes. And in the last 21 minutes, they made it a 6-5 game. That was impressive. Excellent showing by goaltender Max Reed. Stole the show in the third period, facing a barrage of shots. And once the goal started, they kept coming. So McCormick and Counts pick it off at center ice, and away we go. First shot right on McCausland. He'll turn that away. Now Carew with a wide attempt from the point. Chipped ahead by Arsenault. Carew tried the bank pass to Osmond. Ends on the stick of Henry, and he'll get that back at the center ice. So back and forth we go early on. Olmsted finds Carew up to Cowan. He'll gently touch that forward. Aylward to Henry. The two pillars of pain back there. Sizable defensive crew. Shots on Gallagher Temple with his first test of the morning. Goalies love to get an early feel for the puck, and both have gotten that within the first 25 seconds. Dukes making quick changes. Legs have to be a little tired after last night. It was a late affair and a hard-fought affair. So I expect both coaches will be turning the lines over fairly quickly. In behind. Now that's AP Aiden McAdam. Murnahan, who was involved last night, he'll send that right back in. Gallagher Temple pushes that up to Ross. Challenging for the V's in front of their own bench is Saunier. Trying to push that ahead to Ujvari. Picked up by the Dukes at their own blue line and sent back in by the V's. A minute and a half in. Just getting started. Welcome to you on this beautiful Sunday morning. Hope you've got a fresh pot of coffee on, maybe some pancakes on the griddle. As Godkin, heavily involved with his first 2 goals of the season last night, including the winner. Nice face-off win off the draw, took it right in, slipped it through Reed, and that turned out to be the ultimate winner. 2 minutes of play gone. We're just underway. A couple other games will be going on. We'll try to keep you updated with them as well. McDonald redirects that back in. Here's Saunier off the stick into McDonald. Hayat dumps it deep. McDonald forced. Kept in line by Muse. Now here's a chance. Arsenault has got Broussard with him. Arsenault trying to get it. Good defensive play by Hillier to prevent that cross-ice pass. In front now. Shot! Gallagher Temple with his best so far. Dion Broussard with a turn and fire. And the glove was ready. Gallagher Temple. Voyageurs coming in now with a 4-8-1 record, and the Eastern Dukes with a 10-3-1 record. Dukes 3 points behind St. John, who were victorious last night. Langell can't get the shot through Carew. Carew logged a lot of ice time last night for the Voyageurs. Hillier trying to chip that past Langell. He'll get it back. Voyageurs with a nice breakout. We saw that last night. This may be icing. And indeed it will be. Gallagher Temple with a 4.06 goals against, 882 save percentage. Both goalies for the Voyageurs are right there statistically with each other. And McCausland with a sparkling 1.98 goals against and a 907 save percentage. And Hatton again right there as well. Oh, there's the Dukes early on. Early on, they continue to pound the puck in. And that is Quincy McLennan.
18 from 10.
So this time it took a little more than 3 minutes, but the Dukes have found their way to a 1-0 lead again. Duke's goal, his 4th of the season, scored by number 18, Quincy McLennan. Assist to number 10, Sam Dunn. That's McLennan from Dunn. Time of the goal is 3:25. So as they did last night in the first period, an early goal. The second period, an early goal. And here we are in period number 1 this morning, an early goal. And nothing gets the bench fired up. Murnahan backhands it to, a nice job by Olmstead to keep the puck in. Now it's down low, shots on. That's the stick of Murnahan. And that shot was from, DeMille, who was busy last night as well. He was buzzing around. Arsenault. Green up to Dunn, find Green, it's shot on, he got a piece of it. Good rush by Green to join. And Gallagher Temple able to collect that one and get the whistle. Face off to his left. In front of the V's bench. Back comes Osmond. He's got hard charging Young and Cowan and Parsons, They were a big line last night for the Voyageurs. Green takes a heavy hit. Now McCormick on Parsons. He'll turn him around. McCormick will steal the puck. Campbell Dunn trying to chip that back to McCormick. It gets there. Kicked ahead. Nice soccer move by McCormick into Dunn. That backhand missed the target. Murnahan able to collect it at the V's blue line now. Here's a break. Osmond, can he catch up to the puck? I don't think he will. He'll prevent the icing, however. Osmond steals it in front. Oh, and Parsons just wide. Excellent effort by Osmond to collect that and get it to teammate in front of the net, and his shot attempt just missed. Now, the centering pass all the way back. Hillier forced to run back for that. Ayotte with him. They'll go up the boards, go over the boards, in fact. So an early 1-0 lead for the Eastern Dukes. The Armada are in Cape Breton to visit the Cape Breton Jets. That one just getting started. Now turnover, good stick save. That was off the stick of Gardner. Rebels and Vitoes, should be a good game again. That's in, that's in Ouden. Black's Heart, whoa, good shot, save, the net's empty. Try to get your scores as they go along, but that was an excellent effort from the V's and a nice save from McCausland. Eastern Charlotte Recreational Complex. Dukes were there last year, last game of the season, a must win, and they did so against St. John. The Rebels are there this morning for a 10:30 start. And 2 later on, the Wildcats are visiting the Kings, and the Highlanders are in Moncton to square off with the Thunderbirds, a 1 o'clock start. So everyone will get home and get their homework done later on today. There'll be lots of time for that. Osmond circles, working it back in. Henry, his pocket was picked by Snow. Henry digging for that. Bees come away with it. Snow working hard for the V's. Hall will throw it right back in. Good offensive zone pressure now by Dartmouth. A long pass lands on the stick of Langell. He's got Broussard. Carew got a big leg in the way. There's a heavy hit on Osmond. Osmond very slow to get up in front of his bench. And thank goodness Osmond is to his feet, but he's struggling to get to the bench as now Angel is all the way in with a soft shot of Gallagher Temple. So we'll keep you updated on Osmond. He's got the helmet off on the bench. And they may be calling for the Dukes trainer here now. In fact, that's exactly what's going to happen. Trainer Jody Green will go next door to look at Kane Osmond. Coach and Osmond saying thank you, but no thank you. We think he's okay, so that's good news for Kane Osmond. English, Dunn, and McLennan make it up for the Dukes. Turned over, and that's brought back out. McDonald. Chipped ahead, not a lot on it by Olmsted. But Murnahan, he's going to take it in. Dunn will be first to it. He's got Koharski on his tail. Heavy hit leveled by Green on McDonald. Now McLennan, long reach. He's trying to strip through everybody. Osmond's got the helmet back on his feet, looking for the next shift, so that's a great sign. That's chipped out of play.
These troops would like to thank the following sponsors for their generosity.
8 minutes plus has been played
Mr. Plummer, Hamco HVAC,
in period number 1.
BC Shellfish, Lives from Today Pools, Spas, and Saunas, and Century 21 Colonial Realty Incorporated.
No clear win off the face-off draw. However, it goes the way of the Morrison. He slips and falls. Dunn alone in the corner with it, trying to get the handle on it. Sam Dunn with a gorgeous goal last night. Top shelf. McLennan now trying to reach for that. However, away goes Ayot. Saw some nice hands on him last night. Like to rush the puck. There's Osmond back out again. Morrison pushed back by the V's, and in comes Dunn after him. Nice move by Morrison to get that forward. Now the cross ice pass onto the stick of Osmond. He's down the right side. Try to slip through. He does so. Centering pass attempt. Count scores from Parsons. Beautiful play by the Voyageurs. And it's 1-1. And this line was deadly last night for the Voyageurs. And they're back at it again. So 1-1 now. They didn't wait for the first 39 minutes to expire to score. Parsons from Cowan, they're quite a combination. And Osmond, who had a big hit earlier, right back in the action with an assist. Voyageurs goal scored by number 16, Ethan Parsons. Assists to number 13, Braden Cowan, and to number 18, Kane Osmond. Parsons from Cowan and Osmond. Time of the goal is 9:02. So McCausland left all alone in front. And not able to get a body part on that shot from Parsons. McDonald with a nice move. Beautiful setup. McCormick couldn't quite get it high enough, and a nice save by Gallagher Temple. That was a great move by the slick hands defenseman Quinn McDonald. I hesitate to say the words, but unlike last night, it's been a penalty-free affair so far. Only 1/6 of the way home, however. Ujvari. Oh, that took a bounce. McCausland. Wow. Sure what happened on that one. That is a rubber puck, however, and it did hit something funny, and McCausland had to be very sharp to do a little extra stretch. That's why we stretch. Dartman with another shot. That's an easier one to handle for McCausland. Face-off won by the Voyageurs. Challenged now by Bowering. Trying to backhand it out. Couldn't get enough on it. Now he finds Godkin. He shovels it forward against Toharski. Godkin with his first 2 of the season last night, including the game winner. He's got Gardner out there along with Aiden McAdam. Forechecking strong for the Dukes. They're still in possession. Gardner trying to get a shot. The rebound was there, and McAdam couldn't find it. Now that's Gardner. He's got Koharski on him. McDonald over to Bowering. High shot, missed everything. Now the Bees take possession for the moment, however. Godkin's going to backhand it back in. Hall picks it up. Hall's got McAdam on him, helped by Saunier. Now Koharski trying to find Ross on the right wing. Finally, the V's clear that out, and we will see a penalty coming up. This one's going to go towards the Dukes. This will be Gardner. Head contact. So Gardner will sit for the 2-minute head contact. And this will be the first power play of the game. Duke's penalty to number 21, Jackson Gardner. 2 minutes for head contact. That's Gardner for head contact. Time of the penalty is 11:08. V's looking to pull ahead now in the power play for the first time this weekend. Cowan, Osmond. Cowan taken out by Bowering. Big hit against the V's strong forward. And that's out. Cowan leading his team with 16 points. Call it 17 now after the helper on the first goal. Cruz being chased by Broussard. Good job by Broussard. And the Dukes will get it deep again. Half of the penalty is expired. Hall will be back for it. Excuse me, that's DeMille. The 2 L's at the end of the name. Gallagher Temple forced to play it behind his own goal. 40 seconds left in the head contact penalty to Gardner. Parsons goes up. That's turned over. Green's got some skating room. He'll hit center. Push it deep. And he'll settle back to his line. Excellent penalty kill so far for the Dukes, who are killing penalties at a 78% rate. Osmond, nice move to get through Murnahan. The feet, skates in the feet, and Godkin, another good penalty killer. He'll get that forward as Arsenault now chases with just 9 seconds remaining. So no, so far anyhow, not likely to happen at this point. Good scoring opportunities on the power play. Successful kill for the Dukes, and they're back to full strength. Inside, Gardner now, he's got Arsenault. These are catching up. Hall's going to take over. Sorry, Ross. Dartmouth will skate it out. But Arsenault has other plans. Arsenault with a little head fake there. Ujvari. Headmans it ahead to Ross. Trying to find Ujvari's in his feet, and Aylward's got him tied up still with the puck. Ujvari. And we may see the net off. The quick whistle there by referee Ellen Dixon, and indeed I believe that's the case. Faceoff's going to be to the right of goaltender Mason McCausland. Clean win, shot. That's off a leg. Collected by Muse. Cowan shot, stick save. That was a heavy shot. Shot blocked from Muse by Broussard. Now McAdam trying to get through. Morrison's a big body, can't get through him. And now 2-on-1. Here comes Cowan. Cowan's got Snow with him. Cowan shots right on. A big, heavy shot. McCausland saw it through. So a nice save by McCausland. Heavy shot of Braden Cowan. Looking to add to his point total and to try to give the Voyageurs their first lead of the weekend. 5:30 remains here in the first period. 1-1 is our score. Dunn can't pick up that pass. Hillier now. He's hounded by English. Now Dunn's got it. Dunn on the tape to McLennan. Knocked off by Hall. And the Dukes are onside. Back comes Dartmouth. Henry harangued by Hillier. Now Henry's going to skate it through center. Finds Dunn. Dunn down the right side. Got a good shot. Off the pass. Oh! Henry, a beautiful setup from Dunn, and it just slipped off. In the dressing room, period number 1, we'll see the tape wax come out there, I'm sure. Gallagher Temple, big stretch to cover the side post. Dunn working from behind. He's handled. Hill's got him. In comes McLennan. Try to circle back the other way. McLennan's got the puck on his stick. He'll go back to Bowering. Point shot. High. Gallagher Temple with the beautiful brown gear. He's got that one in the glove.
McKenna Brothers Limited, RBC Wealth Management Dominion Securities, and EMC Entire Mechanical Electrical Contractors.
Some great fall weather here in PEI this past week. Temperatures have been crisp but fine. The weather has been good. I understand this week a little bit of winter coming our way. As if it didn't feel like hockey season already to get you inspired. You may have to trade your stick for a shovel midweek, at least here in this province. Now they head offside as Osmond and Cound were on the hunt for more. Been impressed with the play of that line, Cound and Parsons and Osmond. Along with Saunier, they make up the top 4 point getters for the Dartmouth team. No icing, and boy, goaltender, oh my goodness, and there's going to be a goaltender interference call here. Green over to make sure that that message gets received. McCausland's had a bounce off the back kick plate. Lucky that the skate was tight to the post, as the goalies are taught. And an attempt to get to the puck. McCausland was tripped up by Count. So this will send the Dukes on their first power play of the day. Voyageurs penalty number 13, Braden Cound. 2 minutes for interference with the goaltender. That's Cound. For interference with the goaltender, time of the penalty, 16:21. Duke's power play percentage down a little bit this year. They're scoring at 17%, but the Voyageurs' penalty kill is a strong 90%. Gallagher Temple trying to stretch the wraparound attempt, and the net is off. The goalie interference situation in this rink reminds me of a couple of years ago when my own son was tending goal in that very net. Came out to play the puck. Oh, it had to be about the ringette line, and a Cape Breton Jet came charging in. We just reminisced about this one the other day, and lifted both feet off the ice, sent him right into the corner. At least we know my son can take a hit. Got right back up, tended goal, got the W. We'll see if the Dukes can take advantage of this one. They swing it around. McCormick will go back. Campbell Dunn. McDonald Inside 3 minutes to go, halfway through the penalty. Campbell Dunn finds McCormick Low. Try to get it through, leg on that. And tipped ahead, not quite through from McDonald. Excellent effort though. And that one will clear. McCausland's up to English. Tried to make something happen with a couple of changes on his team. As a turnover, and Bolton McDonald will send that deep. Excuse me, that's Olmsted. 2 minutes left in period number 1. We're all knotted up. And just 15 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Dukes. McLennan sidesteps his Jack Hillier. Stick on the back, puck on the stick and the backhand. Now Godkin. Cross ice, a hot pass. Too much for Langell. Now, in alone is Ujvari, back. Good chance, scores, huge stop by McCausland, wow. That was Saunier in alone, and the blocker from McCausland said, not today. Back pass from Arsenal, charging hard, Murnahan. Good rush there to keep that in, and then he'll bump with Ross, exiting the zone. Last minute of play in the first period. Onside Ross, drop pass. Parsons, cross ice, offside. Linesman right on the line. And that pass is a little bit backwards. And we may have a penalty coming our way. A cross check heading the way of Lachlan Ross. So 50 seconds remaining, and Dukes will hit power play number second power play here in the last few minutes. Arsenault, Langell, Godkin, Henry, and McLennan. Dartmouth penalty to number 22, Lachlan Ross. 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's Ross for cross-checking. Time of the penalty is 19:10. Bouncing puck steered away by Gallagher Temple into the corner. 30 seconds remaining on the time clock in the period. Dukes will be at the man advantage the rest of this period unless they put it through. And that is Snow who's going to get that the length of the ice. And he's got Muse out there with him. Just 15 seconds, time for one more rush. Elward. Flipped across to Godkin. He gets the line, he's past Snow. Duke's trying to set up for one more opportunity. Just 6 seconds remaining. Langell trying to get the shot away, and the clock expires after the first period. Dartmouth with 9 shots, Dukes with 8. After one period, it's 1-1. Again, another dandy game. Come on back for period number 2 in High Button Sports from Southeast Montague, Prince Edward Island. We'll be back for the second period. Thank you again for joining us for Nova Scotia Under 16 AAA hockey action on this beautiful Sunday morning here on High Button Sports. Glad to have you along after one period of play. Dartmouth and Eastern Dukes are all knotted up at 1. These two teams are coming off an awesome performance last evening. 6-5 win by the Dukes, but the Voyageurs have to take away a lot from that showing last night. Take a lot of confidence into this game. Gunn goes cross ice. The Dukes will start out with a roughly now 1 minute power play as Ross is in the box for a late cross check. Campbell Dunn joins McCormick. And McDonald tap in front. Nice save by Gallagher Temple off of Dunn. He likes to find the front of the net. And that's going to be picked up by Snow, who will send it deep. Length of the ice, 30 seconds left. Nice move by English to avoid Ayotte. Now Dunn and English. Dunn comes away with the puck. One-time chance! Dunn to Dunn. Not quite done. But what is almost done is the power play. McDonald with 8 seconds left from the point. A little fake down low to hash marks. McCormick tried to get that across. Good defense. Maybe that was McDonald who got a body on that. Voyageurs back to full strength. Oh, Quinn McDonald having to be careful as he had DeMille chasing him. Right in front of his own goal. So Murnahan now trying to settle it down. McDonald's been on a minute and a half. He looked to get off, I'm sure. Here comes Murnahan. McDonald trapped in still. DeMille works against him. Aiden McAdam. Green now joins right off the stick. Are they going to say too many men? Too many players. That shift. McDonald was desperate to get off. And that's going to cost the Dukes. And it will be McDonald that will serve it for the bench minor. This will set up the Voyageurs for an early power play here into second period. Duke's penalty for too many players on the ice will be served by number 3, Quinn McDonald. Too many players on the ice served by McDonald. Time of the penalty, 1:50. Saunier with Ross and Ujvari, joined by Ayotte and Carew. And that's the Voyageurs power play unit. Good job by Murnahan, taking some time off the clock, taking a beating in there, along with Green, but the puck still remains. Now a nice move to clear it. Back to the point, Carew. He'll try to go one time. Gardner got a stick on that to disrupt Ross, and that's going to be backhanded out. Heads up play by Carew to get back. Dodkin chases him. Green and Henry exchange places for the Dukes, and now maybe the net is off again. And that's going to be an advantage for the Dukes to have the face-off in that zone. Just as the Voyageurs were getting ready to head upstream, their progress is halted. So a little fortuitous moment for the Dukes trying to kill a penalty, and they're going to have the face-off in Dartmouth zone. Face-off won and collected by Cowan. Team leading scorer, Cowan. Got some speed through center. Stick check. Heavy hit by Bowering. Boy, oh boy. and Henry on count again. Now that time we might have the hands a little high perhaps, but Towns took a beating first from Bowering and then Henry. And maybe the only thing that moved was the net. No penalty in fact at all. Boy, oh boy. The Duke's D team. Consecutive shots at count on this penalty kill. They may have taken that phrase a little too literally, but count is back up and flying again. Voyageurs find the back of the net and take the lead for the first time this weekend, and who else but count? Koharski in on the helper, and the power play clicks for the Voyageurs, and they take a 2-1 lead. Dartmouth goal scored by number 13, Braden Cound. Assists to number 12, Nate Koharski. That's Cound from Koharski. Time of the penalty is 3:40. So Cound, after having taken two big licks from both Duke's D on that power play, able to find the back of the net through McCausland. And again, for the first time this weekend, the Voyageurs are on top. Season series, I'm trying to say, is level at 1 right now. Each team plays each other team 3 times. First game was in Nova Scotia, 3-1 victory by Dartmouth. Of course, last night 6-5. And this one's Gallagher Temple save, but goal! Langell finds the back of the net after a huge save by Gallagher Temple.
9-12-6.
Gallagher Temple stretched out for the first one. The rebound came to the stick of Langell. And with Gallagher Temple in the prone position, there wasn't anything he could do about it at that point. Duke's goal, his 6th on the year, scored by number 9, Nash Langell. Assist to number 12, Connor Arsenault. And to number 6, Colin McCormick. That's Langell from Arsenault and McCormick. Time of the goal is 4:16. Icing on the call and maybe a miscue on that call, so we'll have the face-off, puck drop, trying to say, at center ice. So we're now back to 2. The V's lead short-lived. Henry takes the safe way against the boards through center. Dunn's got English trying to feed him back, intercepted by Morrison. Dunn trying to steer wide. Scored from that angle last time, but that was a tough one. Trying to find McLennan, who had an empty net but couldn't collect the pass. DeMille's got him tied up. Sam Dunn having a good weekend. Tries again from the other side. Missed the net. Past the 5-minute mark of period number 2. And we're not at that 2. Here's McLennan. Some space that hits Morrison on the way through. Duke's almost, and is that net gone again? It seems to be. Had some issues with the netting last night as well. Face-off will be to the right of Gallagher Temple. 2-2 shots in period number 2. 2-2 are the goals. McCormick tries a little shoulder shake. Knocked back in, collected by Carew. Long pass up the middle. No icing. Ross and Henry on a collision course. In front, and McCormick, excellent back checking to keep a golden opportunity away from the Voyageurs. Now McCormick into it again. Showing you why the leadership has appointed him the captain. Here's Arsenault. If he can get it across the ice. Done. Oh, nice job by Saunier all the way back as well. So some great back checking. And Elward wishes Ujvari a nice Sunday morning at the blue line in front of the Duke's bench. Carew chipping it ahead to Ross, looking for Ujvari. He's got him through center. Ujvari almost on his own. McCausland will see that puck all the way through. He'll leave that for Henry, and the Dukes start up again. Henry, nice skater through center. Got to get knocked off the puck. He's a big man to try to do that too. And there's Aiden McAdam in deep. Couldn't just find Gardner, yes. Ross back the other way. Good end-to-end action. Parsons in tights. Just a little too far ahead was the puck. McDonald able to slide through Cowan the forecheck. McDonald feathers that one across. McAdam on the right wing in front of the Duke's zone. Koharski's got him. Sharp angle shot. Now Koharski without the net guard. He'll have to go off for a replacement, so the V's are temporarily a man short. They're back. McAdam tried to wrap that in front. Cowan takes over. He'll go wide to Osmond. Osmond back to Parsons. Shot off the leg of Bowering and a funny bounce into McCausland. He'll jump on that for the whistle. And we may have some more post-whistle activity.
Rick Stratford, Diamond Holdings Incorporated, and Earthform Landscape Professionals.
Nothing come of it? The DJ has the capacity crowd in Montague hopping this morning. If you can't wake up to the strains of, we see some dancers in the crowd. DJ Sean Rooney, there's something wrong with you, not him. There's a tip looking for. And while we're at it, big props to Sean for his social media for the Dukes, which is otherworldly, really. There's no one more dedicated than I've seen social media-wise. So give the Dukes a follow wherever you get your social media, and you'll be impressed. Green. Long lead pass, Arsenault. Here's Arsenault. Coming in alone. Connor Arsenault. And he lifts it a little high. Tried to grab his own rebound off the back glass. Excellent head pass by Green. Good vision there. Now Snow. Great chance for Arsenault. Snow pushes that through center. Murnahan, cycle back. He's got Snow on top of him. Excuse me, that was Muse. And back is Broussard with Arsenault. Arsenault alone again. Chris Crossbar. He's getting closer. There's a sharp angle shot. Sometimes will go in. That was from Murnahan. He's going to try it again. Arsenault, a third attempt in front. He's got another chance. Boy, oh boy, Arsenault's gonna go wondering what's wrong with the hockey gods at the moment. But the Dukes with 2 or 3 good looks here in the last minute. Sam Dunn. Back come the Voyageurs. Morris has got McDonald with him offside, and Morris bumps his man Henry. And Elward over there for moral support as if Henry needs it. Trying to come up with a good nickname for those two, Henry and Elward. The Duke's demon of defense. I don't know. Something's got to work. They're huge fellas and don't mind working the body. Nice pick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would take out your 50-50 tickets, we'll give you the winning number. Today's winner will take home $115, and you can see Mike Bowering at the front entrance. The last 4 digits of the winning ticket are 5053. Again, that ticket number, the last 4 numbers are 5053. Please see Mike Bowering at the front entrance, and thank you for your support. As the clock strikes noon, someone just got themselves a little bit of spending money for Christmas, perhaps. If you need my favorite sizes and colors, I'll let you know those as necessary. McLennan from DeMille, heavy hit. It's been a physical series, no question about it. We've played 4.5 periods so far, and there have been as many big hits as I can remember thus far in the season. Gonna have a puck drop in front of Dartmouth's bench. Outside Duke's territory. Connor Arsenault in his last shift had 2 breakaways. And he's back out there looking for a little more support. That's whistled way wide. Comes all the way back to Carew. And McCausland was able to see that through. Get a stick on that and force that high into the mesh behind the glass. Nice facility here in Montague, and they will be hosting a new team in the Prince Edward Island Senior Hockey League, the Montague Stallions. Shot on from Olmsted. Blockered into the corner, now Olmsted with it again. Picked up by McCormick, trying to get that through. Olmsted having a good few seconds, keeping that in, but now Arsenault. Olmsted back to Carew. Feather pass ahead to Saunier, a little far for him. And Bowering goes across to McDonald. McDonald seems to slip out of trouble everywhere it comes at him. Campbell Dunn's got Arsenault. He'll stop at the hash marks. Now Arsenault leaves it for McCormick. Back to Dunn. Shot. Broken stick. And Ross trying to decide whether to go for a new weapon or help out without the stick. He's going to stay and help. Dunn trying to backhand that out in front. McDonald swings it across to Bowering. Shot. Hit a foot of Carew and slides right into Gallagher Temple, who has not been too busy of late other than 2 breakaways, if you want to call that busy, but neither hit the net, so Ross is going to have pro hockey life in his near future. Maybe his family won the 50-50 today, and that'll pay for about 20% of a new stick, $115. Gardner back around McAdam. He's going to get bumped. Side of the net. Here's Gardner. And that shot was right on 7:30 in period 2 on the clock. 2-2. I missed. Back the other way, count. Parsons shot. Oh, great save from McCausland. And this time, the man advantage will go the way of Dartmouth. Green with the cross-checking call. Great opportunity now for Dartmouth. Getting towards the end of period number 2. Duke's penalty to number 20, Aiden Green. 2 minutes for cross-checking. That's Green for cross-checking. Time of the penalty is 18:51. These with a couple of early looks on McCausland. Here's Cound again. He's got DeMille and Osmond, as well as Parsons and Koharski. They've been involved in a lot of the scoring all weekend. There's a McCausland! Wow! Wow! Enormous save! Mason McCausland with his best of the day. There's a shot from the point, steered easily by McCausland. These are bringing it now, halfway through the penalty. Koharski. And nice work by Broussard to get a stick on that puck. Parsons. Second period change, easy for the Voyageurs now when they're on the man advantage in Duke's zone. DeMille goes way across. Parsons back to Carew. He's got a shooting lane. It's blocked. Oh, it pinballs a little bit. That was off Broussard first. Missed the net entirely, however. 27 seconds. Carew down low. Back to Cound. Shot. Didn't get a lot on it. The rebound is there. McCausland with another beauty. It's the start of this power play. McCausland with one more. And McCausland's on his back, and his team could help him a little bit up here. He's keeping them in this game at 2-2. Voyageurs with a heavy power play presence. And McCausland has stoned them at every turn. Great work by the second-year man. Ayotte collects it. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. Through with a wind-up, another stick save, and he poked it free. We're even strength. V's owning this period in terms of shots. It's 13-5 at the moment. Rangel kept himself onside. And again, I'm convinced with the confidence that Dartmouth must have taken from that big comeback, even though it was a loss. Last night, talking to one of the families out front, they say they feel pretty good about just having come back that much to get it that close from 5-0 to 6-5. And that'll transfer into today's game. Elward all the way through. He's got a big shot. Doesn't like to rush it all the time, but he did there and got himself a short angle shot away. Murnahan sees Langell. Has to be careful in front of his own goal. Murnahan up the other way. He's got Gardner. Trying to steer it wide. Stick check by Hillier. Kept that from being a hard shot. Gardner with a poke check. Shot on! Gardner is in! Temple made the huge first stop off the stick of Gardner, who was as open as the ocean.
7 from 9-21.
First shot was by Gardner, who found himself again wide open. Great stop by Gallagher Temple, the first one. And it may have just slipped through him a little bit. And Colin Godkin with his third of the season, third of the weekend. So the Dukes back on top, 3-2. Duke's goal, his third of the season, scored by number 7, Colin Godkin. Assist to number 9, Nash Langeau. And to number 21, Jackson Gardner. That's Godkin from Langeau and Gardner. Time of the goal is 16:04. English in against Saunier. And no outshot by a good number in this period. The Dukes find themselves back on top. Shoveled ahead by Olmsted. Nice move. Saunier just off the tip of his stick. Can't quite handle it. Puck is in the air. Ujvari will try one from long range, and McCausland will settle it down in the glove. Leaves that for Bowering. He'll start out up the right wing. Dunn trying to backhand that. Gets enough on it. Works out well. Here comes Bowering down the right side. Trying to make a move. That's Proharski. Handles him. Ross to Ujvari, back the other way. Ujvari trying to get through the defense. Bowering and Dunn. Good end-to-end action now. McDonald turns that over. Koharski. McDonald still forechecking. Now Dunn with the turnover behind the net. Ujvari gets Ross. Shot off the blocker of McCausland. Nice move, English, trying to get through, can't. Ross been on a long time. Here comes Cound with Parsons. Heavy hit now returned by Parsons. Is chipped ahead by Murnion. Friendly fire. Coach Riley McDougall heading for cover on the Duke's bench. Still got a smile on his face. Might have been able to save that beautiful head of hair Riley's got going there on the bench. Ayotte, hounded by Arsenault. McCormick in there as well. Parsons, minute and a half in the period. It's been a beauty. Both teams will want this win. Comes to Murnahan. He'll wind and fire. Beautiful save by Gallagher Temple. Big minute 26 on the clock. McCormick and Parsons. Big face-off. Pushed out by Counds. Murnahan all the way back. Onto the tape of Dunn. Backhands to Arsenault. Can he split the D? Here comes Arsenault. The last second Hall got a stick on that. Otherwise, that would have been the third break for Arsenault. Last minute of play in the second period. Turned around, Dunn. He's got McAdam onside. Dunn, shot, rebound. Nice save from Gallagher Temple. Another one! Hall was there to take that out of harm's way. Only some coast-to-coast action here from both teams. It's been entertaining. Cowan trying to get through the slot. Nice save, intake. 15th shot from Dartmouth in this period. Campbell Dunn chipping that ahead. It's like Morris goes after him. Morrison, pardon me. 10 seconds left now. Can the Dukes make something happen? Voyageurs may be content just to get this out. No, here comes Osmond back. Stick check by Henry. And the Dukes a little late releasing that shot. And now Morrison and Elwards. And I think we're going to see some penalties to start period number 3. We'll get the official sign from the referee. We'll let you know the shots on goal were 16-9 in favor
Number 7, White.
Of the Dartmouth Voyageurs. So the Dukes will skate off with a 3-2 lead. We will skate off for a few moments, but return for an exciting period number 3. We hope you'll be back with us on High Button Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise and welcome back your Eastern Dukes! Welcome back to you as well who are joining us on High Button Sports. My name is Mark Rooney with Sean McCormick on camera. We hope you're enjoying this. Don't know how you couldn't under 16 AAA hockey action this morning now into afternoon, and we've got a dandy for you as we did last night. Dukes with a late goal off the stick of Cohen Godkin, his third not only of the season but third of the weekend. Has put the Dukes ahead by one. And in fact, the Dukes will start on a power play. And they're up on their feet, as are the Voyageurs. Important period coming up. Dunn will take on Morris for the puck drop. Big period 3 coming up. Dunn will lug it across. He'll pull up. Little sauce pass to Dunn. Redirected by English. That was a nice attempt. Now Dunn back to McDonald. Goes back to Campbell Dunn. One-time shot, Sam Dunn! And it's 4-2 Eastern Dukes. So the first shot of the period is goal number 4 on the day, and this time off the stick of Sam Dunn, who's had himself a good weekend as well. Prettiest passing play you'll ever see between McDonald, English, and Sam Dunn, who found the back of the net for the 4th goal. An early start again for the Dukes. Power play. Now here's Osmond. Big blocker save at a key time for McCausland. Duke's goal, his 10th of the season, scored by number 10, Sam Dunn. Assist to number 8, Mason English. And to number 3, Quinn McDonald. Dunn from English and McDonald. Time of the goal was 30 seconds. And if Grandma Debbie is watching that one, sure bring you to your feet. It's done 16th point in the season, his 10th goal to go with 6 helpers. Correction. 17th, an earlier assist will put him at that now mark. So another quick start. That is 4 periods out of 6. Here come now the Voyageurs. A high shot, and McCausland, well played. Stuck with it and had the high shoulder. So a good attempt by the Voyageurs. McCausland able to shut the door. Ayotte in front, and that one's in. We saw Ayotte with some nice puck management last night. And just like that, the Voyageurs have brought it back to a 1-goal deficit. Ujvari with that one.
20-17-11.
Voyageurs goal scored by number 20, Darcy Ujvari. Assists go to number 17, Henry Ayotte, and to number 11, Luc Saunier. Ujvari from Ayotte and Saunier. Time of the goal is 1:46. Now the net may be off again for the whistle as Cowan was winding up with the puck for a breakout. frustration on behalf of Count. I understand that. He had the puck. He had the straight ahead stream. Koharski behind his own goal. Morris, clean pass received. Now Arsenault sends it up the other way. Now Langel's got a step down the left side. Langel, that's a crossbar off into the mesh. So Langel and Arsenault in recent moments, one in the second period, one just now, off the crossbar looking for that top corner. And the Dukes might be wondering what happens if they end up being shy one goal. What if? The rebound, no, and excuse me, Gallagher Temple saw that most of the way through, got a glove and a chest gear. He'll cover up for the whistle. You'll see the face-off to his right. English and Count. And by the Voyageurs, puck ends up behind the net. McLennan go back to Bowring. He'll go across to McDonald. Big attempt done, almost got that in. So a nice tight save from Gallagher Temple. Cross ice. Redirection. Set aside. McDonald picks it up, trying to hit, done. And the quarterback and the wide receiver were on different parts of the play chart there. Maybe a little football analogy on this Sunday afternoon. (4-3). Told you to hang around for period number 3. 2 goals very early on. English steps out of the way of Count smartly. And a nice move by Bowring to anticipate that. Good pinch. And Bowring takes his man, Parsons, down to the ice. A turnover now by Olmsted. No harm from it just yet. Donald wrap that in. And back to Bowring. McDonald tried to sidestep the forecheck of Osmond, and that was a tough act to follow. English chips it back to Bowring. Settled in behind the goal from McCausland. That's in front. A slippery slope there, as McDonald had to be careful. There's a shot, didn't get a lot on it. Sometimes those are the hardest ones for the goaltenders. When they're expecting something hard and it floats at them, the timing is off. That hard shot from Hillier missed the net. Crew able to keep it in for the moment. It's out now. Neutral territory. 5 minutes gone in period number 3. 4-3 Dukes. Arsenault chips it ahead. The season series on the line here, kept in by Ujvari, the goal scorer in period number 3 for Dartmouth. Around to Dunn. He's just trying to backhand that out. Career with a nice move. Shot off a stick of Osmond in wide. Hillier. He'll throw it off the leg pads of English. Arsenault and Osmond bump. The puck on the stick of Osmond. He can't quite control it. Now Bowring tries to skate it out. He does so. He's got English and Dunn with him. Bowring chips it ahead. He'll go all the way in deep. Bowring with the puck. Back to Murnahan. Shooting lane is open. Gallagher Temple with the save and a collection of the rebound. Good rush by Jackson Bowring, the second-year man.
Paul Davis, property restoration experts. Rytech Construction Solutions, Avenir Energy, and the Pilot House.
Arsenault in the corner. McCormick, he'll spin. He'll go back to Green, right back to McCormick. Duke's moving around quickly. Now that's off the Dartmouth leg. And out they come. Back comes Arsenault, 1-on-3. Does he have the corner? It's centered. And he'll take a big hit. Turned up ice by Koharski. No offside. Dukes may have been calling for one. Murnahan trying to get it up the board. He'll stop, change direction. Be careful with his passes. Use the safety of behind the net. He and Green will go back and forth. Quick pace to this game as it was last night as well. Ujvari trying to navigate the Dukes D. Arsenault with Hall on him. Gets it into McCormick. He can be pretty knacky with the puck. That one into the legs of the V's defenseman. Now here's a break, 2-on-2. Cound. And Cound runs over Henry. We don't see that every day. And we're now going to see a bit of retaliation penalty, it looks like. This one may go towards Henry.
It's time for an Island Coastal Services penalty kill.
I believe the call may be high sticking. Holding the stick at the call, in fact. Turns the Voyageurs into a 5-on-4. Duke's penalty number 15, William Henry. 2 minutes for holding the stick. That's Henry for holding the stick. Time of the penalty is 7:28. Voyageurs now with an opportunity to capitalize and put this game level. Shot didn't make it to McCausland. He checks behind the goal. Of course, who else but Cowan, Parsons, DeMille, and Osmond out there for. And Captain Carew and the Dukes. It's going to be a battle. Godkin first down all the way in. He may lug it. He may try to tie it up in the corner. Nice job forechecking and penalty killing from Colin Godkin, who's having himself his best weekend of the season. With 3 goals, Parsons slips off a stick, regains it. Huge save, McCausland. McCausland's made a few of those today. That'll be settled down, and McCausland will take the whistle as we're with 33 seconds remaining on the penalty to Henry. Ayotte. Swinging around, stick save, McCausland. $15 ticks left on the penalty to Henry. Long pass across ice, that may be icing. Good hustle, Saunier got a shot away. Not only prevented the icing and saved his team a face-off in their own territory, but he was able to get a sharp angle shot. That was a nice hustle by number 11. Now here's 2-on-1, onside. Saunier again shoots high. McCausland with the save. Something did land into the net, and that was, of course, Lachlan Ross. The Bees are coming at it hard now. 10:15 to go. Kept in at the line. It's by Hillier. Now in tight, DeMille. You may see a lot of this line. McDonald with a shot right on and a kick save to the corner by McCausland. Off the stick of Dunn. He's going to try to battle Hillier. No icing. Hustled by Sam Dunn. Dunn, familiar position behind the goal. Backhands it. Langell. Langell with Dunn. Back to Langell. Return pass picked up by DeMille. Steal by Langell. Low to Dunn. Trying to find a corner. It's a nice steal by Langell. Down deep in V's territory. We're halfway through the third period. But it's tight, redirect, Langell save, Gallagher Temple, good positioning by the V's goaltender. McDonald rubbed out by Bowering. Bowering takes another run at him. McCausland with the save from the point shot. And Quinn McDonald able to be there and clean it up. Back comes Arsenault. And the puck will slip out to Campbell Dunn. As Aylward all the way up to Arsenault. Tries to sidestep Morrison. Long race for it. Aylward. He's got Cound on his rear view mirror. Aylward, nice turn. Hard pass. Cross ice. Olmsted will be the first back to it. Centering pass and no one's home. Conroy Snow hits the Duke's blue line. He's got Henry. Henry disposes of him in the corner. McCormick, nice pass to Campbell Dunn with Henry joining the rush. Shoveled ahead, there's Arsenault, makes a move, avoids Cound. The puck sits, waiting to be picked up behind the goal. And Olmsted can't get all the way out. McCormick, Arsenault, there it is! And Arsenault made sure that was between the 4 and the 6 foot mark of that iron. Lovely vision by Colin McCormick to see Arsenault. Good positioning, of course, by Arsenault. And nothing there for Gallagher Temple to do on that one. And Arsenault, after 2 breakaways in period number 2, with the help of McCormick, found the back of the net. Duke's goal. His 7th of the season, scored by number 12, Connor Arsenault. Assist to number 6, Colin McCormick. That's Arsenault from McCormick. Time of the goal is 12:28. And it must be getting late into this Sunday game. I can feel my voice going after 2 games in 12 hours. And these have been dandies to watch. Lots of excitement both ways. The Dukes now with a 5-3 lead as we get a little late in period number 3. These have doubled the shots, 12-6 in the period. Nice anticipation by Green to keep it in for the moment. Saunier can't get through. And that comes Godkin. Can Godkin add to his weekend total? Godkin off to see Murnahan. Nice move to avoid the check. Hillier's got Murnahan, a pair of 4s in there. I won't get you much at the poker table, but that's what we had in the V's corner. 6 minutes even remaining. Langell through his own crease, but no harm yet. Arsenault, who's got the Duke's 5th goal. He'll get in and shoot that on Gallagher Temple. And he'll cover up for the save. Dukes are home until 2026. In fact, they've had a long road Warrior stretch. Next weekend they will be hosting the Wildcats on Saturday in Charlottetown, and right back here the Fundy Thunder will be here on Sunday. And for Dartmouth, I'll give you their schedule here in a moment. They will be back home and next Saturday to host the league-leading St. John Vitos. Koharski drops that for Hillier. Stick check by McDonald. Now Osmond looking to get that one in, and does. Handled skillfully by McCausland. 5:06. Oh, a leg save by McCausland to kick it wide. Oh, McCausland got a piece of that hard blast from Hall from the point. Voyageurs bringing it all now with less than 5 to go. Bowering has to be careful, keeping it tight to the boards. Good move there by the veteran defenseman. Now he and Hall. Down to the last 4 minutes. English tries a wide, sharp angle shot. A shot right on Gallagher Temple as English found the rebound. And a nice save by number 30. He's made a number of them today. Four minutes left and Dartmouth needs 2. An excellent effort by both teams in both games. Very hard contested games. Oh, and Campbell done. Slips one under the leg pads of Gallagher Temple, and that just may be fatigue a factor there. And an unsportsmanlike coming the way of the Dukes after the goal.
14 from 6, and they got a 2-man unsportsmanlike.
So the Dukes lead is now doubled. As Campbell Dunn joins the action. McCormick with another helper. That's his 3rd assist of the day. And Henry with the unsportsmanlike. Must have been a comment on the way through after that goal. So the Voyageurs, they used the power play successfully last evening. Duke's goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 14, Campbell Dunn. Assist to number 6, Colin McCormick. That's Dunn for McCormick. Time of the goal is 14:11. Duke's penalty to number 15, William Henry. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's Henry for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalty, 14:11. And just like that, the V's do not go quietly, no question about it. Based on what we saw yesterday, and they capitalize on the unsportsmanlike penalty call to Henry with a goal of their own. Not done yet. Goal scored by Olmsted. The helper going to Ujvari. And it's 6-4. Duke's not making it easy on themselves. Voyageurs goal scored by number. Can't get the words out, and back come the Dukes. Wow. 13 seconds later, it's Colin McCormick with a nifty move.
6-1.
McCormick on the score sheet. He's been busy today with 3 helpers and now a goal. And the lead has been to 3. Voyageurs goal to number 5, Zach Olmsted. Assist to number 20, Darcy Ujvari. Time of that goal, 17:04. And Duke's goal, his 5th of the season, scored by number 6, Colin McCormick. Unassisted. Time of the goal by McCormick, 17:17.
That was actually 11 who scored that one.
Oh, was it? Okay. Okay, well, thank you. Shots on goal in the third period by Dartmouth. Voyageurs 17, the Eastern Dukes 9. 3-period totals for Dartmouth 42 and the Eastern Dukes 26. Final score, Eastern Dukes 7, Voyageurs 4. Thank you for attending. Drive safely. Next home action for the Eastern Dukes is next Saturday evening in Simmons and Charlottetown, and next Sunday morning here at 11:45 in Montague. Have a wonderful Sunday. I got a couple more things to add in here, guys. Those last three. Roughing.